Good morning, students. Today I'll explain you the thief's story of class 10th from Footprints Without Feet, written by Ruskin Bond. Before starting the explanation, I'll give you the brief introduction about this chapter. The thief story is about a 15-year-old boy, Hari Singh, whose life changes when he meets Anil, a 25-year-old writer. Anil's unspoken words and kind gestures leaves a very positive impact on Hari Singh's life. In this story, basically there are only two characters. First is Hari Singh, the narrator, the thief. He is a 15-year-old fair-handed thief. He is keen on learning how to read and write. He is so experienced robber that he knows how different people will react when they are robbed. And the second character is Anil. He is a 25-year-old, tall and lean man. He earns his living by writing. He is a kind, simple, and an easygoing person. Student, this is a beautiful story of a young thief who was able to reform his life after he started living with young man. So now I'll explain the entire story line by line. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15. So the narrator was a thief in the story. When he met Anil, he was 15 years old. I was an inexperienced and fairly successful hand. He was very experienced in his profession and fairly successful hand. Fairly successful hand means whatever theft he was involved, he successfully stole the things. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow. So when the thief approached when he reached the Anil, he was watching a wrestling match. And he was about 25 years and he was tall, lean fellow, he was thin and he looked easygoing. He was not looking strict, kind and simple enough for my purpose. So thief found him, he was very easygoing person, kind and simple enough for his purpose. What was his purpose? To steal the things. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. The thief was saying that he hadn't had much luck of late. That means the narrator, the thief, didn't get any chance to steal the things in the recent days, and he thought he might be able to get into the young man's confidence. He wanted to be in the confidence of young men's. You look a bit of a wrestler yourself. So the narrator said to the Anil that he looks like a wrestler. I said, a little bit flattery helps in making friends because he wants to be a friend with Anil, so he started flattering. It means he started boasting to Anil. So do you. The same, he replied. The Anil replied, so do you. You also look like a wrestler, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. So he was surprised to get the reply from the Anil because that time the thief was rather thin. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. Then he replied with humbly, yes, I do wrestle a bit. What's your name? Hari Singh. So the Anil asked him what is his name. So the thief replied, Hari Singh. I lied. I took a new name every month. The thief spoke lie. He changed his name every month. Why did he change his name every month? That kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. Because so that he always changed his name, every month he changed his name so that he could escape from the police and the former employers where he did the stealing, they could not catch him. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers. So after the introduction, when the Anil took the introduction of Hari, the thief, they talked about the wrestling or the wrestlers. Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting. Grunting means shouting, lifting and throwing each other about. So they were talking about the wrestlers, how their body is oiled and how they are grunting and how they are lifting to each other and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. The thief didn't speak much and Anil walked away. I followed casually and the thief followed the Anil. Hello again, he said. Then the thief again said hello to Anil. I gave him my most appealing smile. Then he gave him a smile. I want to work for you, I said, but I can't pay you. So the thief asked him that he wanted to work for him. Then the Anil replied, but he couldn't pay him. I thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my manner. So he thought for a minute, the thief thought for a minute, and he thought that he was not the right person to choose, or he had misjudged this man. I asked, can you feed me? Then the thief asked to Anil that can he feed him? Then the Anil asked, can you cook? I can cook, I lied again. So the thief said, yes, I can cook, but he lied again because he didn't know how to cook. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So then Anil said, if you can cook for me, so then I can feed you. He took me to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So the Anil took the thief to his room, which was over the Jamna sweet shop, and told him that he could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog. So as we know that the thief was not a good cook, so when that night he cooked something for Anil which was very terrible, awful, and the Anil gave it to a stray dog. He didn't eat the food and told me to be off, and he said to the thief to get out from his home. But just hung around. He just stood around smiling in my most appealing way, and still he was smiling in his most pleasing way because he wanted to live more with Anil, and he couldn't help laughing, and Anil couldn't help himself laughing. Later he patted me on the head and said, never mind. Afterwards he patted on his head and said, never mind. I would he would teach me to cook, and said that he would teach him cooking. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. The Anil also taught the thief to write his name and said him he would soon teach him to write whole sentences and to add numbers. I was grateful. The thief was very grateful. He, I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So, because the thief was thinking, if he once he able to write like an educated man, then he could be more professional. He could be more successful in his field of stealing things. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. So, the thief is saying he was very happy to work for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies. Then first in the morning he make tea for Anil, then afterwards he go to buy the daily needs. Usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. So daily he get 1 rupee as a profit. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he didn't seem to mind. The Anil knew about the 1 rupee profit he is getting daily, but he never questioned about that rupee. Anil made money by fits and start. Anil earned the money by fits and start. Fits and start means in an irregular way. The money which Anil earned is not fixed. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next week. 1 week he borrowed the money from somebody, and next week he paid the money. He kept worrying about the next check. He always kept worrying about the next check, next money. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. And at the moment he get the money and he arrived and he celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazine. So by this we can say that it seems that Anil worked for magazine. Anil is a writer. He writes for magazines. A queer way to make a living. A strange way to earn money. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes. So one evening the Anil came to home with a small bundle of notes saying he had just sold a book to the publisher, and he said to thief that he had sold a book to publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. At night, the thief kept watching him and he saw that Anil was keeping the money under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So the thief had been working with Anil for almost a month. He didn't do cheating, he was just cheating during the time of shopping, just a rupee from the daily needs. Apart from it, he didn't done any kind of cheating or stealing from Anil's house. I had every I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door. The narrator is saying, the thief is saying that he had all the opportunity to do the stealing because the Anil had given him a key to the door. And I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. The thief said he was very trusting person. The Anil was very trusting person. He had never met such type of person in whole life. And that is why it was difficult to rob him. Because of Anil's trust on him, it was so difficult for the thief to rob Anil. It is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. According to the thief, it is easy to rob a greedy man or a rich man because they had a lot of money and which they kept hidden. But it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed, and that makes all the pleasure out of the work. On the other side, robbing a careless person like Anil didn't make much difference because he might not even notice that he has been robbed, and that took all the excitement or thrill from the work that is stealing. Well, it's time I did some real work, I told myself. Then the thief justify himself that he must do some real work, that is the stealing things. I'm out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he'll only waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. Then he thought if he didn't steal the money from Anil, then he would waste the money on his friends. And after all, Anil didn't pay for his work what he did.